And we are here for another round of the Late Breakers Club. It is the Raging Bulls division and it is Friday night. Round 6 and we are at Zandvoort. One of my personal favourite tracks. It's really sad to see it going off of the calendar in the next couple of years, but I'm going to enjoy it while I can. 14 turns, 3 sectors, 2 DRS straight, Sector 1 and Sector 2, sorry. Obviously the back half of the circuit, a lot more flat out start of the... Just bear with me a second, I'm just going to adjust my volumes. There we go, that's better. Okay, so, so Zandvoort, very technical first part of the track, very easy to mess it up, especially into turn 4. I find if you get out of shape into turn 3, if you get it out of shape into turn 2, then it kind of screws you for the rest of that sector. Getting out of shape there, deep into turn 3, and then up the long straight to the end of sector 1, turns 4, 5, and 6. Where are we? I'm just going to get my stream comment up. Also, guys, everyone who's watching, thank you so much for your follows and your likes and your subscribes. It is massively appreciated. If you could, like I stated last week, share all of this with friends, family, whoever really would like to build my following, and then they get to see their friends and family racing. Always great. So, let me just now put the link for Constant. Hey guys, as always, I will have comments up on my phone. Just getting a map of Circuit to Zandvoort. Like I said, 14 turns, 6 in the first sector, 5 in sector 2, and 3 in sector 3. So, track's been on the calendar since 2021, and all but one time won by Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. Can Edin do the same tonight for Red Bull? We are obviously missing his teammate Smartica, who is out for a little bit longer, but hopefully back real soon. Drivers are starting to ready up, so I guess we are going early. Fantastic. 13 drivers tonight, so we've got some quality names in here, and I believe everyone is saying the person to beat in qualifying as last week, Red Bull. He has been setting some solid lap times in qualifying. It'll be interesting to see if the like of Mills, of Max can... Sorry, Edin, thank you for correcting me. Big D is Edin's teammate, who is unfortunately missing. I'm doing very well, thank you, Edin. My most loyal follower. Yeah, I'm doing well. So, where are we going? I'm just about to check the standings. So, where are we in terms of standings? Max leading the championship, 99 points, but Mills did close the gap with his victory last week. He's only now 12 points behind Max, 87 points. That lead is, I believe, reducible today, even more so. Mills has shown some solid pace in practice this last week. And then we've got Red Bull on 58 points. Daguna not joining us tonight, unfortunately, in the Haas. He is in 4th with 36 points, 2 second place finishes, if I'm not wrong. So fantastic driving. Some fantastic driving from the Haas driver. Shame he's not here tonight. JP 5th, 35 points, definitely on for a points finish today. So could he jump to 4th? Absolutely. But he's going to have to contend with the likes of Edin and Decay. Edin, if I'm correct, podiumed in the last race. Yeah, I believe he came 3rd. So Edin showing that form that we have come to expect from him, and will be giving JP a battle for that 4th position in the championship by the end of the race. Derek has got 28 points, so only one behind. One driver I think to watch out for, Slayerheart. He's been showing some impressive performance recently and consistency, which I feel like yeah, he's really bringing to this game, and solidness. Edin's saying, can he repeat that P3? We'll see. Only time will tell. Who knows? We've got, obviously, we've got some very fast drivers in this league. Let's get some graphics up. We have got a driver out on track. That is an Alpine, and that is going to be Red Bull. He wants to get out early, and he wants to set that lap. So let's now look at the constructors. We have got Scuderia in first with 130 points, that being Max and Derek. Then McLaren in second. Now McLaren have got a very interesting lineup today. Oh no, sorry. I thought Elmo was in the McLaren, but he's actually in the Williams. So, guys, just getting my audio sorted. Other cars. Okay. So yeah, but the McLaren of Mills, hopefully he can keep the chase on them. 97 points. Red Alpine, led by Red Bull, Sayhart teammate, 83 points. Mercedes 63, Haas 56, Red Bull 53, Sauber 25, Racing Bulls 18, Aston Martin 2, and Williams 1. I'll be very interested to see Elmo's lap. Hasn't done much practice here, I believe, but I mean, he didn't last week, and sorry, not last week, 2 weeks ago at Singapore, and just obliterated that. And then Silverstone on Saturday, so 2 wins on the bounce for the Williams driver in our Saturday division FLR. Very nice solid line there through turn 3 for Red Bull as he heads up the hill to the end of sector 1, taking turn 6 now. 24.160. 158 coming out that corner. I'm around about 152, 153. Wow, that's some good seed there. Consistency with Red Bull. Nice line there. Maybe could have pushed the car a bit more, but he knows what he's doing. Not hugging the apex too much there. Doing so does compromise your exit speed, which you don't want down a DRS straight. That's a 48.377 through sector 2. And coming across the line shortly, about to take the second DRS, which have been brought forward. Now it's at the start of turn 14 rather than at the end, and powering through a 19442. Wow, what a lap there. What a lap. Let's watch Elmo. We're going to compare Elmo and Mills. 48.5 for Elmo. 48.3 for Mills. So Mills currently 2 temps up on Elmo. How much have got left in the tank? They've both got around about the same level of ERS. And Elmo's going to come across the line. Now Max has gone at 109.804. You'll be disappointed with that. 109.520 for Elmo. Wow, what a last sector. And a 109.5. Wow. So Elmo found on Mills 2 tenths in that last sector. And has picked him by 3,000ths of a second. Edin coming in just behind Max. 110.284 ahead of JP. We've got 3 more drivers to set a time. Scooby Paul in the kick Sauber. No drivers invalidating yet. Everyone has set a time. And it's going to be a 111.298. Good enough for 8th place and beating out his teammate. What about Derek? Derek is now coming around to the end of sector 2. We've got a spun Haas, I'm going to say. That may be... We've only got 1 Haas racing tonight, haven't we? If I'm not wrong. I'm looking. Yeah, CAD fan. Yep, CAD fan. Oh, there again, a little bit slippy there, out of turn 11. Sorry, turn 12. Turn 12, my apologies. And coming down, that would have compromised him, and he's already used all of his ERS. It's going to be a 110 888. He's got more in the can there. He's definitely got more in the can. And Hijab back into the pits. Hijab in the Aston Martin. Not back in the pits, has not come out yet. So... It looks like Elmo's going for another lap on these used softs. The tyre deck on quality is really low here, but Not a race tyre. I think they'll last you about 6 laps. I think they'll kick off after about 3 and they'll go about 6, 7 laps at most. So a good quality tyre, not a good race tyre. So what can I do here? I believe he was about 600ths down there. Also, I hope you don't mind, a shout out to our league owners, Mrs. Emily. Happy birthday to you today, young lady. I hope you're having a great day. And JP has pampered you and spoiled you. Oh, we're now 1.165 up. Can Elmo be the first driver to go into the 9.3s today? He's got enough ERS. Coming around that final turn. And 1:03.67. So I mean that first lap was super impressive. Bear in mind he would have been carrying at least 5 laps of fuel. He had to have been. So wow, what a lap there. We've got Edin. Edin is also on a lap. He's 2 temps up through sector 2 nearly. Has he got enough left in the tank for ERS? And Edin does improve, but only by half a tenth. Boaks has just set a lap of 1:11.222. I know he's going to be wanting to do better than that. Currently sitting in 9th place. We've got several drivers out laps. We've got Max about to start a lap. Mills taking some grass there, but Max is warming up for his lap. Wing wide open. He's not yet applying ERS, so I'm wondering if he's going for 2 warm-up laps. There we go. Hey, has he left that a little bit later, man? I think he has. Caught a little kink there coming into turn 2. Sorry, turn 3. What's this sector going to prove for Max? So we're looking at improvement 3 thousandths of a second. He's got to find 3 tenths to catch up to Mills in 3rd. Very different line to Red Bull. Very tight to the apex, but got a nice exit out to it, and 34 thousandths up. Oh, that Ferrari getting very slippy out of that corner. Not just Derek, Max as well, and I think that's going to have cost him an improvement here. Will we see Max pit to take on more fuel? Nope, he's going for it. Is this an improvement for the Ferrari driver? It is, but not enough to pip Mills. JP has just gone 5th with a 1:09.973, just a couple of tenths behind Max. We've got Slayer Hart on a lap as well. No, we don't. I think he's on a down lap. What about Sheffield United? Lotus Steve does he's on a lap. Mills is on a lap as well. So we've got 2 drivers here on laps. Mills is going to be getting compromised here. He's not up, but he's just set a purple sector 2. Even though he's a fast driver, Steve does not have to get out of the way here. And it was going to be wise. Oh, Steve getting a little bit on the curb there. I find that curb to be a nightmare. Get on it too much and there's only one way you're going, that's into the barrier. Can Mills improve? Mills does not improve. Steve does by a half a second, 1:11.154. Question is, has Mills got enough left in the tank to go for another lap? He will be recharging. Has he got enough in the tank? Max is on an in lap. Derek is on a fast lap. What can the Ferrari driver produce here? Half a second up. So he needs to find 6 tenths to be in contention with Edin. But if he can keep it solid there, and he does, this could put him towards JP and Max, I think. He's got a bit more ERS this time, so he's not utilised it all. He's got some help down the back straight, and a 1:10.293, just a little bit behind Edin. Good lap by the Ferrari driver. So he's on that. He's 7 tenths up in sector 2. Wow. This is going to be putting him into Derek range. Eighth, 1:10.666. Good luck there by Sayer. Excuse me a second, guys. What a lap there by Red Bull. Wow. 109, 278. Provisional pole for the Alpine driver. Elmo's 31 thousandths up now. He needs to find about a 10th. One 400ths of a second. Elmo pits out. Red Bull. Has Red Bull got enough time to get into the pits and come back out for another flying lap? Let's have a look at Edin. I think he's on an in lap. It has to be an in lap. How about Hijab? He's just set it up. 120, 110, 622. We've got Boakes on a lap. Yep. Boakes haven't used the majority of his ERS already. He's 7/10 down. Nope, he's not on a lap. Edin is not on a lap. Mills is just done a lap, I think. No, I don't actually. He's on a lap now. Let's on board with Mills. Our second place runner in the championship. $22 thousandths up. He's trying about a quarter of a second to be up with Red Bull and Elmo. But thinking long term here. Oh, we've got Alpine in the way there. Will Mills have something to say about that? That was Slayer Hearts. We'll see. And that has cost him some time. What is he going to do? Is he going to get back into the pits? Because that is substantial time lost. I don't think he's going to make that up. He's definitely not going to improve. So will Mills go for into the pits, fresh set of tyres if he's got them? Yes, he does. So we've got Edin is on a lap. I think he's gone fast in sector 1. He's down in sector 2, so no. Max is not on a lap, but he's about to go for one. Let's get on board with him. Currently sitting in 4th. He needs to find out a quarter of a second to catch up to Mills. He's deploying that ERS. Sector 2 for Max, a 10th up. Can he start to get close to Mills? Max is pitting. He must have lost some time there, but I don't think he's getting out again. It is going to be tight. So... oh, the hash driver's in the wall. That is at turn 3. If he doesn't move soon, he's going to get disqualified. And he needs to be careful rejoining the track like that. Wowza. Is that turn 3? Oh, yeah, that's turn 2, sorry. Turn 2. He's lost it out turn 1, okay. Race control caravan has been disqualified for parking in dangerous location. He was last anyway, but yes. What about Slayer? Can he improve? Currently sitting in 9th, he's in 10th up in sector 2. We've got Red Bull on the lap, Elmo coming out just in case. What can Slayer do? Can he improve up to 110.666 right now? Does, quarter of a second, but it's not enough to catch the jab. Derek has invalidated. Scooby Paul, we've got Red Bull on a lap. Let's sit on board with Red Bull. He is going for 2 warm-up laps. He wants those tyres hot. Steve is on the lap, currently sitting in 12 on a 111.154. Can he improving it closer to Boakes? Boakes are having a torrid time, sir. 110.701. Yes, he does, and he's now bit his teammate Scooby Paul, who is 7/10 down in sector 1. locking up a little bit there into turn 10. Slayer 3 tenths down in sector 1. Derek. Let's see what the Scuderia driver can produce here. Eden also on a lap. So we'll compare times between the two. Derek was up in sector 1. He's down in sector 2. Eden is off, he's down the runner. So Red Bull now on a lap. So is Elmo. No, Elmo is still warming up his tyres. So they're both going for their flying laps right at the end. Mills has just started his fast lap. So 24th lap for Red Bull. Wow, what a sector 1. You okay, Daisy? 1.5 tenths up here is Red Bull. Could he be going into 109 flats? And 109.2, 160. He did lose some time in sector 3, but he's done enough to claim provisional pole. A little look up there for Elmo into turn 7. Sorry, turn 8. And the checker flag has been shown. Mills is coming through sector 3. He's a little bit up, probably usually not enough to improve for second, but 109.454. Elmo, yes or no? 88 thousandths into sector 2. He just needs to improve here. That could have just cost him there. He's not got much ERS left. Sensible deployment here. Key, I don't think he's going to get it. He doesn't. He loses time in sector 3 and driving out to cross the line. Edin also not on that. We've got our line up, and Red Bull takes pole position here at Circuit de Zandvoort for the Alpine team. So let's have a rundown. Elmo is pipped to pole. Red Bull 19 thousandths ahead of Elmo for pole. Mills 3rd. Max 4th. JP 5th. Solid performance from the Mercedes driver. Eden 6th. Derek 7th. Hijab 8th. Slayer 9th. Steve 10th. Boaks 11th. Scooby Paul 12th. And Cadvan will be starting at back 13th place. 13 drivers today. Yeah, that is that. We'll be getting going again in about 10 minutes, guys. So, 50%, 36 laps here at Circuit de Zandvoort. 14 turns. 2 stop or 1 stop. See, there's a lot of discussion about this. The drivers seem to be split on this. And I think it's all going to come down to one thing. Safety cars. So we will see. So guys, we are back. We're about 1 minute away from race. Just to recap, Red Bull will be starting on first, sharing that front row with Elmo. "36 laps, 40 to 45 minutes of racing. Safety car possibility? I would say medium. I've not seen one yet. I've seen a couple of VSCs, but nothing, no full course. So we've got 13 drivers on track. I don't see why we can't get another clean race. We've had them. Silverstone didn't have a safety car, and that's, in my eyes, a much more collision-worthy track. And we're lights out. And away we go here at Circuit de Zandvoort. Elmo gets an amazing start. Sorry, Elmo gets a horrible start. Red Bull gets an amazing start. Mills up to... Elmo is plummeting. And Williams driver has spun. Has he got damage? I wonder. Okay, so Red Bull off. Mills on his tail, followed by Max, JP and Edin. Now, tyre strategies, medium, soft or hard medium. Let's see what have the drivers chosen. Slayer and Scooby going on the hard, everyone else on the mediums. Wondering if Elmo has got damage. Scooby, I think, has been involved in a turn one incident as well, because he has fallen back 5 seconds behind Cadfan, and Elmo is closing fast on him. But Red Bull starting to pull away. Max right on the back of Mills, our championship leaders. I think we are going to see a very interesting race here, guys. Both on the medium tyre. Mills clawing a bit back in sector 3. And the driver's heavy on there. Oh, we've got to move up the inside there. Edin on JP for 4th. No. Elmo having a horrid start to this race. Absolute horrid start. Has he got damage? No, he's not got any damage. He's just... I don't know what's going on with Elmo. But we're going to have a DRS train all the way down to 7th. You know, Derek has stayed with these guys. We've got a 6-car DRS train on the... Well, 5-car DRS train on the back of Red Bull. Mills the fast out. He looks up the inside into turn 1. I think he's a bit too far back there. And does this compromise his exits? Oh, this is still an interesting DRS chase. Boakes has got past lane. Now, Boakes, how many positions has he gained? Boakes is already up 4 spots. Wow. Scooby and Elmo are battling into turn 1. Can Elmo complete that move? There, keep him with Boakes just about. He's got Hijab right on the back of him. What a beautiful view there. Wing to wing action there between the Alpine and Aston Martin. Now it looks like JP's made an error. JP's made an error and Edney's going to be right on the back of him. Does Edney get the move done into turn 12? No, he does not. So turn 11. This is turn 12. But he's going to have DRS down the back straight and should be able to utilise that extra power to get past the Mercedes. Wing open. Down the outside. And completes that move. Mills as well parts Red Bull. Mills takes the lead from Red Bull. Both at good levels of ERS here. This is tense stuff here. Mills harvesting, he knows he's going to need to defend down that back straight. Who gets the better exit? Tip for tat there, similar times. Mills getting a little bit wobbly out of turn, but so does Red Bull. Red Bull getting on that. That is going to compromise his exit. He's got overtake. He's got DRS, but Max as well. Max is thinking about it. Edin's setting the fast lap at 1:12.58. Edin starting to pull away from JP. Has JP got damage? No, he's not. Okay. Derek now right on the back of him. Hijab getting past Boakes. And Elmo up to 11th. He's now 4.5 seconds ahead of Cadfan. 8.5 seconds ahead of Scooby. Slayer getting past Steve into turn 3. Through turn 2 into turn 3. He's going to get the better exits. Slayer different back here. Still, that was a bad line there from Steve. That's going to cost him a few attempts. Slayer on those hards, Steve on the mediums. Boak still within DRS range of Hijab, but at risk of losing it. And he's going to be aware of that. He needs to push. He has now lost it. He needs to find something, which he has done. He's utilised a lot of ERS to keep within DRS range of Hijab though. Hijab on the mediums as well. JP starts closing time back on Eden, but we've got Red Bull going for that move, and he's got it into turn 1. But Mills is on the outside. He ain't going to give up a fight. This is quality driving from the two. Oh, did Red Bull leave enough space there for Mills, who was alongside? I'm not sure about that. Six laps in, 30 remaining. Elmo really struggling here. Not quite sure what is going on with Elmo today. All I can say is kind of hope it happens tomorrow. Oh, that was going to be an interesting one for Mills if he went for that move. Two very different lines there from our leading drivers. Who's going to get the better line? It looks like Mills has. He's on the EOS. But yep, still a full car DRS train. Eddie keeping with these guys up. Another podium possible? I do not see why not at the moment. We've got Boakes and Hijab still battling. Boakes is closing in on Hijab, but at 30 here at Zandvoort, especially on this game, is horrible. We've got a full course safety car. I don't know why. I'm thinking there's been a collision between Kazfan and Scooby Paul. Yeah, there's been a collision there between the Kick Sauber and the Haas. And we've got a full course safety car now, guys. So, this is going to bring the field back together. And for those on the mediums, is it time to take that gamble and go for a pair? I personally would be right now. I'd be thinking to stop the crap out of this. You're going to drop a couple of places if you're at it. Hijab and Boakes doing that exactly. Be interesting to see what they choose. Are they going medium? Yes for Hijab. And what about Boakes? Boakes going with the hard option. Interesting. Stay up mediums. These drivers are getting held, and I don't know why, but Boakes just coming out ahead of Slayer. Is this going to compromise him into, because Scooby and Cadfan are both going to have to bet for new wings. So, our top 6 did not pit. Hijab, our first pitter on. I really wonder if the top 6 are going to be regretting this decision, and they won't know, because obviously the only person that may know are JP and Derek, because they will see that Hijab pitted, and they'll be thinking, fuck. But the rest, I'm not so sure about. So Hijab kind of on a perfect situation here, fresh mediums. Boak's looking to take those hard to the distance, I wonder. I think it's ambitious. I think it's very ambitious. 28 laps on the hards. Haven't done a few practices here. I don't see it doable. The long sweeping right-handers turn 14 and turn 7 destroyed that front left. So unless he's got his tyre pressure super maxed, he's going to struggle to take them the distance. But maybe he's thinking hard mediums. Sorry, medium, hard, medium. But folks, sorry, Hijab is now caught up with the pack. I think I'll have one more lap of safety car. We've got, no, it might be tight. I think it's going to be tight because we're about 30 seconds away from the end of sector 2, which is when the safety car will decide if it's coming or not. I think we're going to have 4 laps. I think we'll have 4 laps of safety car. This being lap 3. So. Right, once we've got the safety car, I'm going to go and be right back, guys. Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just wanted to get a top up on my drink. And we're racing. Okay, still saying caution. My apologies. But Red Bull has got away cleanly. I'm surprised the rest of the pack did catch up. But JP really seemed to struggle on those tyres. Derek and Hijab now. I think Hijab is going to get aggressive. I think he's going to get punchy because he's got fresh tyres. And I'd say 7 up old me is still going to be carrying out 30% wear on that front left. So, can Hijab get the move done on the Scuderia in the next lap or so? DRS has now been activated. Elmo is up to 10th. Elmo has pitted on 2 fresh hards. Again, I think anyone who's pitting onto a hard thinking about one stop is ambitious. And we've currently got 4 drivers on hards. Cadfam into the pits. Going on to softs. He's definitely going to be free stopping. I'm guessing he is struggling with this track. Welcome to join us in more practice events to help improve him. We do hold daily practice sessions here in the Lake Breakers Club. So, but back to the battle for first, we've got We've just had a move. Slayer has spun. I think Slayer's lost it, and he's been passed by Elmo, Sheffield, and Scooby. For some reason, my telemetry is still showing that there's a caution in Sector 1, but we're green flag racing, so I'm confused. Anyway, Mills is sticking with Red Bull. Is he just waiting for that opportunity? I mean, we are going to be, for the one stop, we are getting close to the move. We are getting close to the point. And then we've got to think undercut. When will these drivers choose? Is it going to be lap, I imagine anywhere between lap 13 and 16. Maybe trying to extend because of safety car to 15 to 18, but it's going to be a hard slog on these mediums. Some drivers I've seen, Scooby is retired, he's lost it out at turn 3, but it has not brought out a safety car, so Scooby is out. We're green flag racing, our first retirement of the day. Red Bull starting to put out a gap now. It seems like all of the top 5 are just about keeping DRS range of one another, but a simple mistake could see any of them drop it. Mills is Red Bull is pushing. He's wanting to make that gap. Is he thinking about a pit stop now? And he's going for it to give himself that opportunity to not get undercut. Mills really, it seems like Red Bull's got the power in sectors 1, definitely, and sector 2. Mills, even with it, DRS assistance, I feel like he is benefiting from better performance in sector 3. Obviously, car setups will vary driver to driver. We find what works for us and we go for it. So, Elmo up to 6th. This is an impressive comeback from Elmo, who had a horrible start, dropping from 2nd to full 13th. But can the Williams driver take it the distance on these hard tyres? I personally do not think so. We will see. He's trying to now close the gap onto JP. He's only 1.4 behind him. And JP does not have DRS now. Max, importantly, has lost DRS on Mills, I think. Yes, he has. Steve, I don't know how to answer that, but what I can answer is that you should be racing right now, not commenting. So concentrate on your race, mate. Don't worry. Max has gone medium hard. Yep, medium hard. And we've got another pit in JP as well. JP has pitted. So the McLaren and the the Mercedes and the Ferrari have pitted. So it's now, the DRS train has been booked. Edin's going to have to push like crazy. Elmo has got that opportunity to now catch up. Max 7 seconds behind Steve. Wondering how quickly he can close that gap. Steve has pitted for fresh mediums. Everyone now 5th in hijab has pitted, so is Elmo in 4th. Slayer, Boaks, Sheffield United, Max, JP and Catfan have all pitted. Catfan having pitted twice, and presumably because of damage on the second time. But yes, Mills still within DRS range of Red Bull. Not getting dirty too much. You don't want to destroy your tyres. And he's going for the undercut. He's going for that undercut. And I was worried that I thought he was going to get held, get a penalty there. But no, and he has been held by Edin. So this is the perfect stop for him. Decay coming in as well. Everyone is going to get closer to Red Bull here. Can Mills now also utilise this opportunity? But more importantly, can he also get out ahead of Max? Max has got the undercut opportunity as well. And has Max got it done? It's going to be close. No, he does not. And Mills shuts that door at a second 4. Edin is out ahead of JP. And importantly, the only one with DRS out of all of these guys will be Max. So Max on those hards, he's now worn in a bit. hopefully he hasn't pushed them too hard and then cooked them so they don't, you know, settle in properly. I know Max has been struggling 4 tyre attempts in the hard, so let's see if that's going to continue, if that will affect him in today's race. But right now, I'm thinking it's looking like Red Bull, 1, has to pit, and 2, could be coming out between these two. If he does, this could be a nightmare for his race, because we've got Mills who's very solid defending, Max who's a very aggressive attacker, and both of them are going to want that shot. Now Elmo is in first. Again, can he go to this? I don't think so on those hards, but we'll wait and see. Elmo does have solid pace anyway. Now, where is Red Bull? He's going to come out ahead of Mills. He's going to come out. Is he going to come out ahead of Mills? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. But no, yep. Red Bull has still got the advantage over Mills. That was one amazing in-lap by the Alpine driver to keep Mills off. He's only lost about 2 attempts on him. And that is just showing the effect of DRS, because Mills is having to utilize it just to keep up with Red Bull. Now, obviously 1 lap difference on the hards is not going to make a huge difference over the course of the race, but you know, we've gone from fresh hard to 15 lap old mediums, and Red Bull was still to keep that pace. Now he's harvesting like crazy. Mills is going for it around the outside into turn 11. Has Mills got the move done? It's going to be close, and there's no contact, but Mills has lost out to Matt. Was that premature? I think so. I don't think Mills needs to go for that. He might have had the pace there, but he did not need to go for that move. This DRS straight is so much more powerful, and he's gone for the move, I think, at the wrong time. And it has cost him not just track position, but it's also got dirt onto his tyres, which he's going to need to get on with now. And it's also bought what I'm quintessentially calling the top 4, all within DRS range to each other. Max 6 tenths behind Red Bull, Mills 4 tenths behind Max, and Edin 0.7 behind Mills. So, and JP is closing. He's only 1.2 behind Edin. Now we know, I personally believe that the top 5 still do need to pit. However, the gap Red Bull to Elmo is 15 seconds now. If Elmo can pit, I think I picked up around here is about 19 seconds lost. So if Elmo can pit, he's going to come out on fresh mediums, and he's going to have to get past 5 or 6 cars. But he's got that. He's got the racecraft. And he's our championship leader in FLR for a reason, and it's not by a small margin. So we will see. Right now we're on board with Sheffield United, Steve, and he has got the likes of Red Bull, Max, Mills, Edin, and JP. Now, how hard is Steve going to battle here? He can. He's got track position, and it's not like he's been overlapped. He can battle. And this is a fantastic opportunity for him to do so, in my eyes. So, we'll see. Boat sticking with Slater. Here, jab. The clear air is really going to be helping the Aston Martin driver. But how long do they leave it? I feel like lap 21, lap 22, lap 21 I think will be optimal. His jab needs to be utilising more of his battery. It's there for a reason. Holding it doesn't help him. If you're near top, use it, because right now he's got clear air. He doesn't want to be using it in dirty air. Now is the time to use it. And obviously on this game, harvesting is a lot harder. It needs to be done at the start of that, to utilise it when you can. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1, and that is Derek. Is this a full course safety car? It is another safety car. Derek has lost it through turn 14, and we've got a full course safety car. Now, for those drivers on the hards, what are they going to do? Because for me, it's too early to put onto mediums. They're not going to go 17 laps, even with safety car. They're going to really struggle. So I guess we're going to find out. What do these drivers choose to do? If they've got that option of medium hard, fantastic. Like if they've gone for the higher compound weekend allocation, this is the perfect time to pit. If they haven't, nightmare. Because I think we're looking at about 9, 10 seconds lost, maybe, for a pit stop. 12 at most for a pit stop here. Let's see what Elmo does. Does he pit? He does. He's getting off those hards. What is he going to put on? That's what I'm curious about. I believe Elmo to be from Belgium. I believe him to be. Now his jab, perfect opportunity here. He's on mediums. He's going to switch to hards, and they will go distance. Elmo's going to the mediums. His jab going to the softs. That surprises me. Red Bull, can he take the lead? Yes. But he's got... Okay, so Steve chose not to pit. He's going to try to go distance on these tyres. Elmo has pitted. Mills hasn't pitted. Max hasn't. JP has. Edin has. That actually surprises me. So I think the medium's going to struggle for 16 laps. This could be interesting. So 2 safety cars. Okay. We've got 16 laps here left for a second to stand for. And guys, I'm just going to I'm going to take a small break. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. We go here. That was a quick turnaround. So Red Bull leading, Elmo in second. Which tire's going to see out the win? Alright guys, we are back. And what a move by Elmo. Wow, Red Bull getting out of shape out of turn 2 into turn 3, as I've said that could happen. And Elmo taking the lead here. Now, can the Williams driver, who's come from last, take this win here? Elmo is developing a decent lead here as well. Wow. Red Bull and Elmo are going to be fighting it out for this win now. Mills, he's struggling. And he's got Hijab and Max battling here. We've got Sheffield United in the pits. I'm guessing wing damage. We'll see shortly. JP has retired in the pits. Such a shame. Nope, Sheffield now pitting. So... back on the action. Mills defending heavily from his championship rival Max, and he's going to get heavier in the coming laps. We've got 12 laps to go here at Circuit Zandvoort. Hijab getting the first 3-second warning for track limits. Oh, and that's Mills getting very out of shape out into turn 12. And Mills has lost it into turn 14. He's going to have wing damage there. Elmo setting the fastest lap. Red Bull on his back. So is Hijab. And Mills has just... what has he done with this race? He's going to be praying for a safety car. Some drivers going for some very aggressive moves. He's Slayer up to 5th. Every driver here is going to be scoring points today. How many points is Mills going to score? That is the question. He's going to be moving heaven and earth here to reclaim. He's going to be absolutely gutted. But right now, Hijab is in a podium position. And he's on the back of Max. He's pushing. He wants that second. What's happened to Red Bull? Red Bull, what has happened to our pole sitter? Has he got damage? He's lost both of his end plates. He's going to be pitting as well. So Elmo in first with a 5-second lead over Max, who's being pushed by Hijab. Hijab may have a 3-second pole, but he's feeling racy today. Question is, how hard will Max battle? He doesn't need to. He will do. Max looking for a good finish here. He's going to see that Mills has pitted. Red Bull is going to have to pit. His championship rivals are having a terrible race. It just takes one corner, doesn't it? And Hijab up the inside. He's getting the move done even before the start-finish straight. Max taking the slipstream. And Hijab is his second. Hijab in the Aston Martin is his second. Edin getting the move done on Slayer. Can he complete it? Into turn 1? Yes, he does. And Buck's right on the back. Now, here's the thing, guys. These guys are only 5 seconds behind Hijab and Max. How hard they battle could see Edin get a podium here. And Edin did say P3 possible. Let's see. Slayer and Boakes This is definitely the battle right now. Cadfan is 7th. He's going to be elated with this result if he can keep it. But he's got Mills and Sheffield United. Now, I think Steve has got the pace to catch and Cadfan. If Cadfan makes a mistake, which we've seen him do a couple of times today, but Mills definitely has that pace and he's going to be pushing like crazy. Red Bull will be absolutely gutted. I'm feeling like he's lost it into turn 7. This turn here that we're seeing Mills taking, I'm feeling like he's lost it there. Should the earlier drivers pitted for a 2-stopper? My question being, can Elmo take these tyres the distance? I mean, we're looking at 17 lap mediums. Possible? Yes. Hard? Very. But Max and Hijab, now Hijab will have to pit again, I think. I do not see him making these softs go the distance. So he needs to push. But with his pushing, he could still come out in 6th and go for it from there. So, here's that. When is he going to pit for those? I'm surprised he didn't go to hard. I feel like if he'd gone hard, P2, definitely P3 could have been his. But right now, they're pulling out a gap over Erdon. They are pulling out this gap, so, yeah. Okay, who have we got here? Edin has pitted onto. Oh, he's got wing damage that is gutting for the Red Bull driver. Cadfan as well pitting. So Steve up to 7th or 6th. Mills alongside him. He's got the inside line there, battling hard. There's been a collision and Mills has lost part of his end plate. Mills has lost his end plate. Red Bull was just slightly faster up at 11.453. And Red Bull's are only 5 seconds behind, 12 seconds behind this battle. He's got 8 laps. Can he close the gap on Mills and get that position, especially with Mills has wing damage? Clean air is valuable. And Steve, it is great to see Steve battling. It is fantastic to see. So Max has got past Hijab. Are these softs going? Is it time to get onto another set for him? Let's see, what does the Aston Martin driver choose to do? No, he doesn't. But Elmo just extended into 7 seconds now with Max. Now, Hijab into the collision there between the two drivers. He's going to get a better exit out of turn 1. Hijab does. Max, I'm feeling like he does not need to battle here. He's got seconds. He doesn't need to battle too hard, so... So, Hijab, personal best through sector 1. So these tyres must still be decent. I mean, even with DRS, you know, he's been on these tyres now for 9 laps. I'm surprised they haven't gone off the cliff yet. So, let's see what can the Aston Martin driver produce. Right now, he's on for a podium. He's 6.2 seconds ahead of Boakes. And he's losing Max as well. Like, Max closing only in DRS range. So... What is Hijab doing? That was a late dive into bits. Is he going to get a penalty for that? No, he's not. But wow, that was a very late dive by Hijab. I was surprised by that move. Kind of set up there. Now, Slayer Hart. Boakes is on for a podium. Absolutely. Slayer taking 4th. Hijab, what can he produce here? He's got fresh softs. I feel like 5th is definitely doable because he is in it. 4th might be a push. He has got about 7 laps to find 8 seconds, including passing the driver. And Slayer is very good at holding position. So, we'll see. The only driver with a penalty right now. Mills has lost time to Steve. He's suffering from that damage. Eden is closing, as is Red Bull. Red Bull, I want to say, has taken about 5 seconds out of Mills that lap. I'm going to compare Sec 2 times. Mills really struggling on the off-road there. Again, that's going to compromise him even more. Mills is going to be fuming at this. 2 wing damages has cost him a race, and not necessarily a race win, but championship points crucially. Now Mills is going to be about 53.6. Where's Red Bull at for Sector 2? 53.6. 3.4 seconds faster than Mills currently. So he should be up with Mills by the end of the next lap, which is devastating for the Mercedes McLaren driver. The amount of time he's using, is it worth the pit for mediums, for softs? And he dummy there. I thought he was going to. But yep, we've got a hijab. He's close to 3 seconds. I want to say 3 seconds on Slayer in the last lap. 4th may well be doable for him. He's got 5 laps now, including 5 laps plus this one, so 6 laps to gain 3 seconds on Slayer, and he is flying. Ooh, is he going to go for the move here? I feel like this would be a silly move to make, but he's going for it. Up the inside, nope, he's stuck behind. And now, pedal to the metal, flat out. Time to make this move, because the DRS activation point is right at the end of turn 12. We're now on to turn 13. DRS open. ERS open. Not getting on the throttle too heavy, because that will spin you out of that turn. And he gets the move done into turn 1, even before turn 1. He'll jab into 4th. We've got Eden right on the back of Mills. Mills struggling like crazy. Would it have been worth it for Mills to pit there? I feel like it would have been. Even with 6 laps to go. He's losing about 5 seconds on that right now. And it is devastating to see for our championship contender. It does look like he's about to lose 16 points. What he gained pretty much at Silverstone, he's losing here at Zandvoort, which is gutting. Red Bull up to 8th. Will Red Bull be able to get Ed in for 7th? And can these guys catch up? Now we've got a spun, and that's Cad Fan, and it's a wow! It's a full course safety car again. What is going on? We are actually about to have a 3-lap shootout, and Mills will be counting his. I don't know who is shining a light on Mills right now, but he's going to be counting his lucky fucking stars right now because of this. He will be pitting, he will get a new front wing, and he will get fresh mediums, fresh softs even. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout. But the question is, how quickly is the safety car coming in? Because Elmo is in third. He's past that safety car, so he's not picking up to lap 33. It's going to be 33 and 30. It's going to be 32 and 33 in my eyes. These drivers need to get a pedal on. Mills is going to be. I know. I can imagine what Mills' words right now are, and they're going to be something like. Now we've had a DNF Cad Fan has lost it. Let's see what's happened there. Cad Fan has lost it into turn 12. Red Bull. Oh my goodness! This race continues to get more drag. Red Bull is probably going to finish 9th. He's now DNF'd. On track. Red Bull DNFing on track. I mean, 2 points is still 2 points. I'm surprised he did that. But that is not cool. Elmo's pitting now. He has got the pay. He's got it. This is his race now. Max is going to be aggressive. absolutely come the restart. But so, when are we going to go? Is it going to be a one-lap shootout? Is it going to be a Max Verstappen? No, it's not. It's going to be a two-lap shootout between Elmo, Max, and Hijab. Can Boak close up? He's going to need to push now. So is Steve. So let's see. The drivers are going to be. It is not going to be full force, that's for sure. But Mills will want to get aggressive here. Absolutely. So we'll go again, and Elmo has got a decent launch on Max. He's got 2 laps. Softs versus mediums. Hijab softs, everyone pretty much on soft. This is going to be a 2-lap shootout here at Circuit de Zandvoort. Can the Williams gain 12 times more points in one race than they've gained all season? It is on Elmo, our Belgian wonder kid. Yes, that's what I'm calling him because he wins too many races in this league. So glad I met him. Yes, not in real life, online. But we're going to have another about 90 seconds of racing and then we'll go again. And coming around sector 1, Elmo already 2 tenths up on his time. Nobody is catching him but Boakes. Can he get a move on Hijab? The only other driver in DRS range. He will get third. Hijab has got a 3-second penalty, so Hijab is still on for 4th. I'm sure he'll be delighted with bearing the fact that he's got that penalty and he's the only driver to have one. But let's sit on board with our race winner, Elmo of the Void, taking his first win in Friday in the Raging Bulls division, and the winning driver from second to last to first has done it and crosses the checker flag, taking the fastest lap as well. Sorry, Max takes the fastest lap of 1:11.2. Boakes taking third. Steve is going to take his best result in the league, 5th. Slayer 6th. Edin will come 7th, and Mills will cross the line in 8th place, picking up 4 valuable points for the McLaren team, but less than he would have hoped for. Guys, well done. It's been an eventful race. So guys, that is that. Elmo taking the win. Fastest outgoing to Max driver of the day to Boke. Steve picking up cleanest driver and most overtakes. Oh, interesting. So, guys, that's Pete W here. I have got to get going because I've got some stuff I need to do in real life. But that is round 6. That is Zandvoort, and just wow, what a race! I don't know what else to say really. Guys, look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. We've got a new commentator for Saturdays. I'm sure he's going to be amazing, and we'll take it from there. Guys, have a great evening. Look after yourselves, and yeah, talk to you soon. Bye.